So I have just begun the process of painting the inside of my motorhome, and I thought I would document where I'm at right now because I have a feeling it's going to take me a while and I'm going to learn lots of things along the way. I've already learned a ton. The last video I made, I was just tearing out the floor of the carpet of the RV or motorhome, and a friend of mine, after the all the different steps of preparing the floor, a friend of mine put in floor, so that is in, and as you can see, it's really pretty. There's still some molding that's going to go in, like along the edges, trim, but we're going to wait to put that on until after I've finished painting so that everything's all nice and clean looking. The painting is interesting. I think I started weeks ago, like researching it and thinking through it in my mind and kind of just like looking at different spots, because it's not just a straightforward thing. You don't just put paint on the wall, because there's wallpaper, there's, as you can see behind me, there's some kind of wood cabinets. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but there are methods, and I'm going to use those methods. What I've started doing is I've started working on one wall. I thought it would be helpful if I just did one wall at a time, and then I don't have to totally upset every corner of my place, and there's a little bit of satisfaction of start to finish. I won't just be like sanding and spackling for days and days and days. So that's what I've done so far. Let's see if I can. No, I can't. I was gonna see if I could turn around while recording, but I can't, so I'm just gonna turn it this direction. Down there you can see that I have taken out screws, taken off things. I cleaned the walls and sanded them, and then what you see there of that bare spot is something I'm still working on. There was like a strip between pieces of wallpaper, a seam, I guess, and I thought I could just sand down the sides of that seam, but that turned out to not be true. So I decided to take off the seam, and then underneath it is some glue, and I'm just going to spackle places where it's bumpy and then smooth it out, because the spackle works great. I've done, I don't know if you can see this. Maybe it's not clear. Oh yeah, there's a couple spots, which are, I guess I did such a great job that you can't even really see them. But the spackle works really great. I'm using this spackling paste that my friend Jessica recommended, and it's great. I don't have to mix it. It just is in that jar, and I keep it tightly sealed, and then I use it again. And I'm using this frog tape right now. I started taping, even though I still have that little section right there to do spackling. I thought, because I just cleaned it really good, while that spot is drying, because I don't want to spackle it until it's dry, while that spot is drying, I'll do something productive over here, and maybe I'll even start priming that part of the wall. Pretty excited. I bought, this is another internet recommendation, I bought this stuff called Gripper, which is it's a primer that's supposed to stick to any surface. So even if I haven't done an incredible job sanding the walls, they say you're supposed to sand walls like this because then it makes them a little bit more porous for the paint to stick. So even if I haven't done a perfect job with that process, then this Gripper primer and sealer is supposed to be great and be exactly what needs to go underneath the paint that I bought. And the paint that I bought is so awesome. For the walls, I'm going to do sort of an off-white color. It's officially called linen. And for these cupboards back here, I'm going to do a pale, sort of warm / bright, sunshiny yellow color. And then I bought a tiny bit of this really beautiful aqua blue color that I'm going to use in the bedroom area as an accent. I sort of feel like I don't think I'm going to use it as an accent in the rest of the motorhome. I might go and get, because just a little sample container of accent paint is like $5. So it could be that I'll get done with all of this in here and be like, oh, I'd really love to have an accent color, and I might just go get it, whatever I want to do, That's the exciting part. So that's where I'm at in the process. Spackling, sanding, priming, and then painting. And it is an enormous job. I lay awake at night thinking about spots like this. I'll show you. There's a spot back here that's kind of heinous. Let's see, where's the light? See, can you see that? It's this trim piece that goes between on this corner. And it's like molding covered in wallpaper, and I tore up the bottom of it when I was tearing out the floor because it was in my way, and now it's really hideous. And if I take it off, I don't know if I can show that. There's just this little like corner between walls that is empty. Like theoretically I could just take all of it off and then paint it, and then when I have time I could put some kind of molding there. Anyway, there are several spots like that that I just I think about, and I'm like, okay, I can't do that until I get to that place. I'm learning a ton. I've never done any kind of home renovations before. So this is a pretty fun process of learning and figuring things out. And I have become well known at the local Ace hardware store because I go in and I ask a million questions and sometimes purchase things like sandpaper or anyway, it's fun. So I just wanted to give a little progress report of where I'm at, and then when it's all painted it's going to be really beautiful, and I'll probably post a little video of that too. So thanks for watching.